my favorite things about this property is how it is set right on the water. I mean, look at this fantastic view. Properties that are set on the water have one main issue, is that they have an RPA, or a resource protected area. And what that means is they don't want you building right on top of the water. If you are building right on top of the water, they want to make sure that you're getting permission and you're making sure that you're going through all the proper channels. So the Board of Zoning Appeals approved this project and they allowed this project to go in. Let's go check out what we built and how all this came together, because this is a pretty epic project. So come back here. Did I get it? Yeah, good. So Easton doesn't like pools to be right on the RPA for good reason. We've got the riparian area, we've got all this space where we don't want to have hardscape and things that create runoff inside of the RPA. We want to preserve the natural beauty of this town, and that is what we're doing with this pool. You can see my spray paint right here. That line, the RPA actually kind of cut right through the 50-foot buffer, and it actually comes and touches the corner of this pool. We actually had to ask for a variance from the city to go over a couple feet to cheat this pool over, which we did get permission for that. And then this is all going to be graded and put back to grass. A couple other things that we're doing while we're here is we're making sure that the drainage is taken care of, because there's going to be a lot of runoff from the roof line. So we're taking these downspouts and dropping them down through our permeable pavers so that that water also just goes right away and doesn't end up creating a lot of runoff. So we've got a downspout right here and then a downspout behind me. So first thing you'll notice is that this is right up against the house, and that's because there wasn't a lot of space. There was regular concrete that was coming through here, which was actually impervious space. And we took that out and we put permeable pavers in. But the cool thing is that there's a roof over top of this, and then we've got some cooking in here. So we've got a pellet smoker that's built right in. You can see how it's built right into the countertop with some under cabinet storage. Really, really cool. This is a Rectech 1070. This is a Wi-Fi controlled smoker. The pellets are stored right in here. So you can kind of see they just go right down in here. And then the grease for your cooking comes out right here. So this is a really cool built-in unit. I love the Rectechs. They're really easy to use, come out really well, really, really awesome. Then we have our built-in fridge right here. And then I also have this same one at my house. This is like a built-in griddle. So you can kind of see this has some lights on here. So this lights up. It's got a grease pan right here. So the cool thing is while you're cooking right here, you can grab your skillet. You can kind of clean everything off right into here. It goes down into a grease pan, which goes down into this bottom right here. So this is a really cool setup. The thought process behind putting the griddle right here is that you're able to serve up here on the upper bar. So you can kind of cook your breakfast, do whatever you want, and then you're able to serve it right up to the people who are hanging out beside the pool. So that was a really cool feature. And then the second thing is if you want to saute or you want to do anything, we've got this power burner right here beside the griddle. And this is for like crab pots or big boils. And it has this insert that comes out and you can just put like a wok right in there. Really, really cool setup that you can use. And again, this has those same lights. It's got the whole setup. And then right underneath of that, we've got some drawers for utensils. Soft close drawers even at that. So you can see how it kind of sucks them back in. So you can see there. And then we've got our trash can setup right here behind this drawer. So it's just kind of a cool setup that we've got in here. And then we've got brackets and lights and the whole 9 yards. So this kitchen really came out awesome, very usable under the roof, very flexible, just steps from inside. So you don't ever have to get wet when you're actually doing the cooking. The other side of this is the bar, kind of like the sitting at it, the hanging out at it, being able to interact with the pool. Now this was very challenging to figure out, and the orientation of the pool was kind of tricky because we have the RPA, we need a little bit of pavers on the other side. There's all kinds of little features that we had to kind of figure out. That point over here behind Danny right now, here, let me go stand over here. So this point right here was like a choke point. We wanted to make sure that there was enough space. So originally we had like 4 foot, and it's like, man, 4 feet's not gonna be enough. So we squeezed this back that way. We pushed the pool out like 6 inches. We just had to do all this kind of like finagling just so that this was a little bit more open, so that if 2 people were walking side by side, one wouldn't just like knock the other one off into the pool. So it was a little kind of tricky to kind of figure out how to get that to go and fit in this space. So the pool is kind of at an angle. You can kind of see as it comes out over here, we created a space and kind of pushed. Again, this is all permeable, so we pushed this space over here, did a nice curb so the landscaping is kind of tucked away. So now there's space for a table and chair setup. And then this was the other area where we expanded just enough to put some loungers in here, a little seating wall, some lights on it at night. That is really popping. It looks really good and kind of adds like a cozy element to this space. Now in here, there's some laminar jets. Those are really, really cool. And we'll get some shots of that once the pool is open. So check our shorts, because it might be another few weeks before you see the final shots of this thing running when they clean it and open it for the season. But we'll make sure we post some color changing laminar shots as it goes into the pool. That's really cool. So you can kind of see how this winds around over into here. And then there's gonna be some deck jets that are right here in this space. So this will be bubbling up, and then those are also color changing. So that'll be really cool when we're able to show you the final results of that. Come and look at this right here. And what you'll notice is there's like 3-inch, there's 6-inch, there's 3-inch, there's more 6-inch. So we used a bunch of different sizing in the blocks with this black band that kind of connects it. I think it turned out amazing, looks really good. But Kevin, the guy who builds all these kitchens for me, he said, make sure never to show anybody pictures of this because he doesn't ever want to build it again. But I think it looks really cool. So Danny, make sure to show everybody what this looks like. Really, really cool. I'm sorry, Kevin, but this is probably not the last one you're gonna build like this. It looks too good to not build another one. And as a result, we have a fairly compact space, all in under 700 square feet inside of this RPA area with the pool, with the covering, with the kitchen. Thanks for checking out this space. I feel like it's an epic space. It's a complement, perfect for the water that's behind it. It's a really, really cozy space. It doesn't feel overblown or overdone, but it has all the features that anybody would want in their space. As always, get outside, my friends.